Deceit. So I think we were trying... I saved my game called Rust Be Gone, because that was a reminder of what I was supposed to be doing next. And we've got this rusty thing down here. And we briefly read, like, this. How to remove rust. So we'll need... What do we have, though? We've got a spray bottle. We have rubber gloves. What else is handy here? We don't have a measuring cup. Do we need a measuring cup? Dish soap is at the sink. We don't have steel wool or a sponge. We don't have powdered oxalic acid. Water's at the sink too. So we need to get the acid. Make sure that we read this later. Mix a solution. Looks like we've got a red rust happening here. Can be from reddish brown to orange. Corrodes uniformly, creating an even look. Rust quantities. Light, medium, heavy. I don't know. This looks like a medium to me. Maybe a light. Soak time. Okay, so we do need to go get... Oh, there's a sponge over here. Okay, so all we're missing is the acid. So let's go and get that. I did sneak a peek at the walkthrough because I'm like, I don't remember where to get it. And so my brain dead thinking. My camera's a little bit off. There we go. Couldn't remember where I had last seen it. So thank you to the Steam writer for the walkthrough to remind me of the hint that I desperately needed. What time is it, though? It is... It's almost... If we could get there before 6 o'clock, we could go to Evelyn's house and sneak in, steal her acid. That sounds so terrible. How fast can we do this? We've got just minutes to go up to her bathroom where we last saw it. Here. Oh, can we take the measuring cup too since it's there? Yes. Okay, great. She's gonna be so... Can't take that. Okay, we gotta get out of here. We gotta go. Run. I love the wallpaper. It's so pretty. To the way we came. No, we're not looking at that right now. We're getting out of Dodge. Right. To the apartments. Time for a puzzle. I'm so excited for a puzzle. Is there anything else down here that we needed to get? Can we do the things we need to do? Do we have everything we need for this puzzle? That's my question. Okay, let's read the guide again. Okay. Before starting the process, make sure you are wearing rubber gloves to protect your hands from mild acid. Step 1. Wear gloves. Begin by pouring roughly 2 cups of water. 2 cups water into large plastic bucket. We don't have a bucket. Can we use the pot? Does that count? Add 3 drops of dish soap. Dish soap. Enough to create suds. And then place the rusted object in bucket. Place rust in bucket. Use your scrubbing tool of choice to clean the object. Scrub. Step 5. Remove the rust object from the bucket and rinse in running water. Rinse in water. Then dump bucket. Okay. And now, for part 2, pour enough clean water into the empty bucket to submerge the object, but avoid excess to prevent waste. We don't want to waste water. All right. Clean water in bucket. Before adding acid, identify the type and quantity of rust to be removed. Utilize the charts on the following page. Okay. Looking at this. Okay. We can't rotate or click on it. We can just look at it. It's pretty dark red. It's pretty fine. Okay, so this is a math puzzle. So it is for red. I'm going to write this on a different page. Hang on. I cleaned up all my notes yesterday and removed all the notes I've already used and don't need to use again. So that really helps with my note taking. So for red, plus 1 ounce acid per 6 ounce water. Okay, we haven't decided how much water is going to take to cover it just yet. Okay, is it a light, medium, or heavy? The corrosion. Uniform corrosion? Huh? So it's one of these three, huh? Like, how much corrosion do we see? I don't know. It seems pretty even to me. It seems like a lot. Is it considered heavy? I think it's heavy, right? Let me double check my work. Does it count as heavy? It doesn't exactly say. It just gives a solution. I'm not going to look at the solution just yet. I want to try to solve it. If I'm going to call it a heavy corrosion. Oh. Is it uniform or is it non-uniform? Yeah, I think it's pretty uniform. Like, this is all blotchy, but this is, like, ordered. This is patterned. This is not patterned. Okay, if it is heavy, then soak time is 10 minutes. Soak time 10 minutes. Okay. If it's heavy, don't subtract anything. Ooh. Okay, so what my... Well, you know what? I'm going to save my game. Rust be gone. I like that icon. That's cool. Rust be gone has saved successfully. Okay. Let's have a go at it. Put this... No. What is it going to let us do here? What did we do? We need to wear gloves. I'm sorry. Gloves. 2 cups of water into bucket.
That doesn't work.
What? Okay. 2 cups. Oh, we have a bucket magically appearing.
I need something for this.
You need your gloves? Okay, hang on. Hang on. Great. Ooh. Jump and reset. Okay. Need 2 cups. Oh, cool. So I gotta click it to get 2 cups. There we go. Put it in the bucket. Put it down. You turn that water off. We're wasting water. 3 drops of dish soap. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then place the rust in the bucket. And then we scrub. Can we turn the water off? We can. Scrub-a-dub-a-dub. Okay. Put that back. Okay, got it. Rinse under the water.
Washing done. On to the next step.
Great. That was first part. I hope that was correct.
3 cups of water should be enough to submerge it.
Oh, really? Alright, so that's the math. Okay, so 3 cups is how many ounces, though? Okay, so 8 ounces is in a cup, so 8 times 3, my math, 24. So 3 cups is 24 ounces, okay? And the math is 1 ounce of acid per 6, so 6 into 24, 24 divided by 6, that's 4 ounces of acid will be going into this, okay? So let's get some water. 1, get 2 cups. Okay. Do we need more? 3 cups. Good. Put that down. Alright, and then we need... Can we turn the water off? I don't like that the water is just running. Oh dear. Okay, so the next step was clean water in the bucket. Oh, I didn't write down the next steps for myself. Okay. Enough clean water. Before adding acid, identify the type. Yep. Once the proper amount in ounces of acid has been calculated using the measurements below, add to the bucket. Okay. Okay. All right. And then, okay. Put acid in bucket. Do not place the object into the bucket until checking the amount of soaking time. Okay, I think we're doing 10 minutes. This information is on the following page. Place object into the bucket. Make sure to keep track of time. Not waiting long enough can cause poor removal, and waiting too long can cause additional corrosion. Once the required time has passed, remove the object, rinse in running water, and remove any loose rust. Okay, place acid in bucket. Time it. I'm going to say 10 minutes because it looks heavy. And then rinse in water, running water. Set down to examine thoroughly. If rust is completely removed, congratulations, your rust removal journey has come to an end. If an unsatisfactory level of rust remains, repeat the steps in the mixed solution section. Remember to reevaluate quantity and adjust amounts of acid as needed. Dump bucket if finished or before restarting this section. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking it's heavy. Heavy. So I think 10 minutes is correct, right? All right. So, acid. We needed 4 ounces. Right there. Okay, we'll put that in the bucket. Put this in here. And then, how do we set a timer? Do I have to set, or do I have to watch the time myself? And just sit here? Is that how this works? I don't have any other time read but this clock. So, okay, hang on. It is going by fast. So I started it just after 6:30. It was like 6:31. So we need it to be just after this dial here. So it'd be like 6:36. Almost. Do I have to count the ticks? Does that really matter? Right about now. Okay, we rinse it.
I must have made a mistake. Better start over.
Hey, at least it lets us do that. I think I messed up on the time. Okay, so... Oh, hang on. I gotta check on something real quick. So, I think it was the timing. Oh, I'm wondering if looking at it this way, maybe it's a medium corrosion. Hang on. I mean, what do I assess that as? Hang on, I'm looking at the guide. Okay, hang on. We do have to count the ticks of the hand. Okay, interesting. We did the first part correct. I think we're supposed to do it a second time afterwards, but she has to say something, right? Alright, well, let's try it again. Let's try it again. So I did the measurements correct, and it looks like I did the time. I have it correct that I'm doing it for 10 minutes, but I think I just counted the minutes wrong. Alright, so for water then, do 3 cups of water. Fill the cup all the way up to 2. We dump that in, and we need 1 more cup. There. And then we get 4 ounces of acid, which is right here. Dump that in. Okay, now we'll put this down, and we'll put this in. I'm going to start counting the ticks. The ticks are 60, okay? I'm going to wait for it to hit that 10. Where's that? Yeah, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 for good measure. Okay. Rinse it.
Better. 1 more round should do it.
What is she just... Oh, she's dumping it out. Okay. So that was a much better timing. Okay, so it looks like it just needs a little bit more. What does it say about doing a little bit more? If rust is completely removed, congratulations. Okay, it's not, though. Repeat the steps in mixed solution. Remember to reevaluate quantity and adjust amounts. Okay. All right, so hang on. Is it red, uniform, and light? Or I think it's light, right? I'm going to assume it's light because there's not very much on there. I call this round 3. So I'm calling it light. 5 minutes of soak time. What do we count? Is it uniform or not uniform? That's not what I wanted to look at. I don't know. I can't tell. Is it uniform or not? 3 cups of water still submerges it. We understand that. We need to figure out how much acid then. It still kind of counts as red, right? Oh, hang on. Okay, so it's not heavy anymore. I think it's light. So if we subtract, so it was originally going to be 4 ounces, right? If we subtract 1 ounce per 12, and there are 2 sets of 12 because it's 24 ounces of water. So the math would be if there are 24 ounces of water and 4 acid, so we need to subtract 2 ounces. So that would be, we need to have 2 ounces of acid in the 3 cups of water. All right, so we dumped the bucket out. Let's get some water. 3 cups. There, that's that. Okay. 2 cups. Okay, 3 cups. And then for acid, we need only 2 ounces. Put that in there. And we're going to get ready to count to 5 minutes, which is 30 ticks. Okay, let's watch the clock. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Not good enough. Rinse it.
Good as new.
Oh, yay! Oh, it's pretty. Turn the water off now. Cool. Okay. That's awesome. All right, what do we do with it now? Clean metal medallion. Where did this go? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember where it's supposed to go. Oh my goodness. Was this something that goes on something in the attic? What do our notes have to say? Where? Let's see. Ooh, nope. We have the key. How do I turn the pages? Ah, here it is. Okay, so it goes in something here, in a dial, for stairs. Where was this, though? Where is that shape? What do we do with it? What else do we have in our notes here? Okay, we saw that. We have a cipher that we haven't really... I have known many a tragedy, huh? That's a clue. All right, we've got that. Remember C8.5 with the eye picture. That's in my room. We didn't open the box yet, did we? Hang on, that's a quick check, right?
Weird.
Weird. Okay. Huh. I wish I could remember. It's been so long since I last played this. I want to go back to... We opened up the box, right? At Speedy's Diner. We did. Alright, well, let's do our rounds and talk to people. The bookshop, maybe he knows something about some of the things we've been reading. Can't talk to him. Is there something odd about the bookshop? In the back, perhaps? Maybe we can talk to Collin after exploring his room? He's gone. Okay, there's the bag that we can look at. Might need to change the time. Yeah, because it's actually late. I'm not able to talk to very many people. Whoops, that's not where I wanted to go. Okay. Yeah, let's change the time to the next morning. That's not what I wanted. Alarm. When everybody is around. Coffee. Coffee time. If that wallpaper didn't look so mildewy, I might like it. She's gone. Whoops, overshot. Let's go start talking to Collin. Hello, you're here, still staring at the same piece. What do we confess to him? We've learned a lot.
Hey, glad you're here. I need to show you something.
Ooh, really?
Last night, my cleaning lady, she found something behind a toilet in the women's bathroom.
Huh?
Ew. No. I was just leaving.
What? No, gross. It's a letter in an envelope found not too far from where your missing woman left her bag. I put it in the bag if you want to check it out.
Oh. Well, your cleaning lady needs a raise.
I think she's fine.
Fine. New clue. When I became sick, the world turned upside down. I was so young. You were so young, only a teenager. It tore my heart in two, knowing that as time went on, I would become less and less able to be the mother I wanted to be. You took it in stride. Every day you told me how I was going to get better. I knew that you knew the truth, but it didn't matter. I always appreciated your strength when I had none. You were the mother now, and I was the child. That's so sad. I write this as I wait for the end. After a decade of slow decay, the thought of peaceful slumber is warm and comforting. I am ready. It saddens me to know that I won't be able to walk with you through the milestones of life, but that doesn't mean that I won't be there with you always. When you walk down the aisle, when you have your first child, remember that I am there by your side. Now I must tell you something. I want to pass on my strange fixation before it passes with me. You may have caught glimpses of unusual papers or seen the light on in my study late into the night. Until I became sick, I was searching for something. In 1977, I befriended an older gentleman. I would join him on the park bench after work to chit-chat for a few minutes. Oh, levers! I have engineered multiple duplicates of the components, which will be presented solely to the most trusted of individuals needed to navigate through to the final destination. Ooh, finale. As for my own personal set of components, I have stored them in various areas in the surrounding region and in the keeping of those closest to my confidence. Okay, watch the world go by. As the days became weeks, he grew increasingly open with me. I learned the man I thought to be average and unassuming was the victim of war and tragedy, that word. Was very rich, had the mind of a genius and the passion of an artist. Was he a madman? He would have been if he were any poorer, but he had everything he needed to make his visions a reality. He told me of his legacy, some unknown place he called The Shelter, being built in Carlisle in the dead of night by a crew sworn to secrecy. Ooh, I like it. He said to me, I have created the greatest work of architecture that the world can never see. When I asked him what he meant, he told me that he was building, what he was building was for the safety of his family first, a work of engineering second, and to make him famous, never. What he experienced during the world wars shaped him and his view of the future. The loss that he lived through haunted him, and he vowed to protect his family from war at all costs. This shelter is somewhere for his family and generations to come to hide if ever faced with the prospect of war reaching American shores. This is where I, and now you all as well, come in. He wanted us to feel free to shelter there too, if necessary. He gave me a couple of keys and odd ornamental pieces along with pages of enigmatic riddles and drawings. He listed the names of others he had confided in and told me to reach out. And he warned me to read his instructions very, very carefully. I was so perplexed by everything. All I could do was say, "Thank you." What happens next is a deep regret. Do you remember when we suddenly had to move? The changes going on at work took all of my attention, and in all that packing and chaos, I never had a chance to get back to the bench. That bench. A bench! Okay, I was never able to fully thank Hendrik Vandenberg. Hendrik. Was that on the family tree thing in the attic? I don't remember. Vandenberg, for sharing his incredible secret with me. Even though it wasn't long before we moved back home, it was only a couple of years later that I became sick. I knew I would never see Carlisle's greatest secret. That is why I passed this information on to you. I believe you have the intelligence and perseverance to right my regret. It's no secret that I was too protective of you when you were growing up. I felt the guilt as I began to witness the effect on you, how you began to see things with fear as I did. When you began to back away from life and recede into your shell, I knew the damage had been done. I had wanted every one of your days to be safer than the day you were born, and for myself to never go through the pain of seeing you in a situation so far beyond my control. But now I realize that this decision was fueled mostly by old trauma and my own fears, and I deeply, deeply apologize. I can only hope that this opportunity for you to overcome the challenges of this search will show you how to be the brave, confident woman you were meant to be. But at the same time, I will say that if you follow this path, don't let it consume you. I know how you can be sometimes. Still live your life. Find love, have experiences, do it all. As unique as the search may be, it's not worth more than your happiness. Death is not an easy thing, but it is a natural part of life and shouldn't be feared but embraced. So don't mourn me when I'm gone. Rejoice because I am freed. You are strong. Maybe the strongest person I know. When you were born into that burning room, I was so afraid that you wouldn't survive. But like a phoenix, you made it out of the ashes with a new life to live. And in the same way, I know you will come out of this experience anew. No matter the path you choose, remember that I am there at your side. Love, Ma. You can see the teardrops on the paper. P.S. This necklace was your great-great-grandmother's. It was mine and is now yours. Oh my goodness.
This is it. This is what they were looking for. Hendrik Vandenberg's shelter.
Can we keep the necklace? That's it, right? That's all we can. So that's our threat. Yeah. And then now what? Can't talk to him? Oh dear. Now who's that letter for? Now that was, we're presuming it was the Jane Doe person. Oh, what am I going to say? We have an asterisk. Asterisks. Okay. I found in the buried box by Speedy designer the sketch page. Okay. Okay. Evelyn's Uncle Hendrik. He built something in secret. I need to find the shelter. Okay. I'm wondering if it's in the house. Let's see, what time is it? It's almost 6. How is it almost 6 already? Is it 6? Or am I looking at this wrong? No, it's not 6. It's 11. What time is she out? Whatever. Let's go talk to her. Maybe we can talk to her about things. Hi.
You need to tell me more about Hendrik Vandenberg and what he built. It's crucial to the case.
I refuse to entertain you or the musings of a madman.
You're awfully determined to keep people away from your uncle's musings.
Would I want to draw attention to my family's flaws?
I'll entertain his musings if it'll get us any closer to who we're looking for.
Then you're no better than he was. This matter is closed.
Well. Okay. Well, now what?
Not while Evelyn is here.
I know. I meant to go this way. So, what? Do we snoop her place? Oh, she's... I don't remember when she's gone now. I had that written down. It was like 3 to 6 or something. I'll wait till 3 o'clock. Let's go change my time. Okay. Can we talk to, No, she's... Can't open the door. Alright. Should we set it to 3? I guess it's the only lead I have. To snoop her space a little bit more. Oh, yay! Updates. Oh, come on, bring it.
Hello?
The ransom callers called in again.
Ooh.
This time they mean business.
Did they say anything about the victims?
Just that they're currently still alive. We pressed them on proof that they actually have them held captive, but they told us we're in a position to be asking questions. So we still don't know for a fact that this is even real. But that doesn't really matter.
Well, would you consider calling them on their bluff? Like, no proof, no money?
There's no way. It'd be too risky. Unfortunately, they really have us on the palm of their hand here.
Did they ask for the money?
They told us to put the money in a weatherproof container and essentially bury it in a wooden area in the public park. They didn't give us an exact deadline, but they said the sooner it's done, the more fingers our victims will walk away with.
Oh, that's awful. So what are you going to do?
Looks like all we could do is cough up 50 grand and then camp out at the pickup location. We suspect their plan is to really drag out the actual pickup. If they want the box weatherproof and all, it's not a dumb idea. If they have us waiting and watching for weeks on end, it'll be hard for us to stay vigilant for that long. But if we want any chance at saving our victims, we may have to play directly into their plan. Unless we can figure out who they are before it gets to that point.
On what could be a related note, I did get to look around Collin's apartment. I came across an email written to him by his dad. Basically, we were right to suspect that his dad's money was keeping Collin's gallery afloat. But now, it looks like he's getting cut off. And the number 50,000 was thrown around in the email as well.
Zimmerman, Vasquez, pack the car. We have an arrest to make.
Whoa, wait. This isn't exactly concrete evidence.
But we have enough probable cause to fill a bathtub.
Oh. Do we think it's him or not? I think so. I think he's pretty grumpy. Oh, yes.
I agree with you, but give me a little more time to confirm we're right.
Are you crazy? We need to bring him in ASAP.
It doesn't matter. Nothing we found is definitive. Could be a whole lot of circumstance.
Every instinct in my body is telling me to ignore you and go get him. But we wouldn't be here without you. I'm taking a big leap of faith here. You better be right.
Oh, goodness. Who is it,
We're
though?
close to answers. Trust me on this one.
I mean, they all have suspicious things happening. But to me, Collin stands out as the biggest suspect. I could definitely be wrong. Because it could still be any of them. What else did we need? Hang on. Oh, okay. Just for the sake of efficiency, I saw on the guide that I should probably call Branham. I don't remember why, but oh, it's probably because we learned about all this new stuff. That'd be wise. Oh, I have to enter the entire thing. Ah. There we go. I do like this phone. It's pretty.
Hi, Branham. It's Penelope.
Ah, hello, Miss Pendrick. Did the address provide you with the answers you were looking for?
It certainly did. I'm on the trail of something much weirder than I anticipated.
Okay.
Well, spill the deets, as the kids say.
I actually don't think the kids say that. Anyway,
Spill the tea.
I've come across evidence that somewhere in Carlisle is a mysterious hidden structure built by a rich but secretive architect.
Incredible. Or you may be mistakenly reading off of the back of a DVD case.
I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, I think I'm onto something. The reason I called, would you be able to look into the name Hendrik Vandenberg for me?
Well, with the power of technology, I will do it right now. Let's see. Yeah. Incorrect password. What do you mean, incorrect password? FLUFFLES 1, 2, 3. Is the case sensitive, or... The nice thing about paper documents is that you don't need to sign in. Oh, okay, great, it's worked. I have access to an amazing database of almost every record imaginable.
Did he just give us his
If you want
password?
to learn more about LBJ's dental visits, the tool is right here.
Say what?
No thanks. I'm good. I'm just looking for any information on Hendrik Vandenberg.
Birth certificate. Quick translate. All right. Born in 1905 to Virgil and Elizabeth van den Berg in Rotterdam, Netherlands. Immigration papers show that he immigrated from the Netherlands in 1940. Interesting. That surely would have been related to the Rotterdam Blitz in May of that year.
Rotterdam Blitz?
An especially destructive aerial bombing carried out by the German Luftwaffe, their air force, in World War II. Rotterdam was one of only 5 Allied cities that was completely destroyed in the war. Mr. Vandenberg was lucky to have survived. Ellis Island immigration reports show that he traveled solo. Okay. 1950 census show his address to be 312 Hillcrest Heights, Carlisle, Connecticut. Sounds familiar. Oh, here's something. In 1952, he enrolled at Yale for dual architectural history and engineering degrees. Well, good for him, bettering himself later in life. Death certificate says he passed away of natural causes in Carlisle at the respectable age of 78. Oh, here's one more thing. It appears he purchased a commercial property in 1968. Rosewood Apartments, formerly known as the Rosewood Hotel, was set by the city to be demolished. But before that happened, Mr. Vandenberg bought the building himself.
Well, you're kidding. You won't believe this, but I'm currently standing in that exact building.
Well, it's not the wildest thing you've told me. I hope for your sake the building was brought up to code after it was purchased.
No.
I hope so, too.
Yeah.
This is a huge find. As always, your help has been invaluable.
The only payment I ask in return is that when you find this hidden structure and solve your mystery, you give me a call. I'm wondering if Carlisle could do with more than a single chapter.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, we should talk to... Can we do anything with this yet?
Weird.
So weird. It looks like you can push buttons on it, though. He's not there. Whoa, okay. Let's go talk to the other people. So something about the stairs. Are these stairs? Maybe these stairs? The following... Maybe the next set of stairs. These. Probably not. I can't imagine that animation would be very good with all these pieces just flying everywhere. Oh, do we have access to one of these rooms then? Someday? Maybe?
That doesn't work.
I want to pick the lock. I want to go inside. What does this say here in our new notes? Okay. The entrance literally under my nose. Oh no! Take a look at our task list.
That's not done
Find
yet.
the shelter. Okay, how do we find it though? We don't have the icon anywhere around here, but I insert this metal medallion into to unlock. So maybe I don't know which room. Maybe I bet you it's this one. I don't see it anywhere around here though. Maybe this will be the room that we need to get into. Do we try this key on?
That doesn't work.
That's not the key. Okay. Jane Doe's real name? Ooh, well, I don't know who's... If that letter belongs to the Jane Doe... Is she a descendant of so-and-so? If she's described as like a mixed heritage, definitely not Dutch. I think I want to go to Evelyn's place and look at that guide again, or the family tree. Should we go talk? Well, it's not quite time for her to be gone yet. Is it? It is. Oh, it is. That's right. Let's go snoop her place. Might have to wait until 6 or something. She comes back. Music change. Back up to the attic. Time here. Okay. Hang on. Okay. I want to open this. It's cute. Okay, we opened this, right? Yeah.
That doesn't work.
It's not the right key. Oh, I thought it would be the key.
That doesn't
We already
work.
did this, though. That's Uncle Hendrik. 1978. All right. Out of curiosity. Okay, there's Hendrik Vanderberg. Vandenberg. Had an older brother, Abraham. Had a younger sister, Joanna. Okay, so yeah, there's Evelyn. Joanna had Owen and Owen married. No. Okay. Oh yeah. So Scardovi is the married name now. Owen Scardovi with Claire Doyle. Died in 2010. So that's not our Jane Doe. Do we have a time frame? Okay, so they had brother Scott who died, and then Evelyn Scardovi, who was married to Randall Burke. So I'm wondering if Claire Doyle is... She died, though. She wouldn't be Jane Doe. Unless the writing from Ma is actually from Joanna Vandenberg? I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna take a screen grab of this real quick. Somebody's messaging me. What's up? Picture of this. Man, I thought I was onto something, like... But I guess we're also trying to figure out what Stacy's real name is, too. Because I'm wondering if Jane Doe is Stacy's mom. Or... maybe that letter is for Jane Doe's mom? I wanted to keep that necklace, but... oh, we should get out of here. I mean, I want to talk to Stacy. I don't remember when she is in, though. Oh, yeah, this way. Okay. Kind of want to talk to Evelyn, too. Let's go to the gallery. He's there. What can we say to him?
I know you rely on your dad's money to keep this gallery open. And I also know that he recently cut you off. Rude. There have been threatening phone calls made to the police station asking for $50,000 to keep the victims alive. I need an upfront answer. Is this you?
How? How do you know about my dad's money?
That's the least of your concerns right now. Do you have the victims held captive?
What? Of course not.
Did you make up a ransom story to try and get money out of the police?
No, that's demented. Since you're so concerned about my finances, when my dad cut off the money, I sold my car and traded in for a beater. That's $75K right there. If you need proof, I can walk you around the corner.
But how long will that last? What about when that money runs out?
Penelope!
I'll be set long enough to get rid of my apartment and move somewhere lower to the ground. I may have something with this art collecting business. I'm gonna build that up, ditch the luxury lifestyle, and I think I'll be able to keep my gallery open.
Wow.
I'm willing to make plenty of sacrifices to keep my art alive.
Bravo.
But don't you think you'll regret giving up life as you know it?
Maybe, but what's the alternative? Keep my nice things and go work for Dad? Be dead inside while lying on a pile of gold? No chance.
Bravo.
Plus, isn't this what I always wanted? To be normal?
Right?
Yeah, it's daunting to have to figure out how to make it on my own, but it's also kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Of course I freaked out at first when I got the news from my dad, but after it set in, I actually felt relieved. I was too scared to cut my tether to him myself. But now, it's done. I'm
Ooh,
free
the
to be
cutoff.
me.
Oops.
So, what's it like to go from a sports car to a beater?
It has its charms.
Yeah.
The air conditioner doesn't kick on unless I punch the dashboard a few times, but it's a car. It gets me places. My entire life has been this curated, polished experience. Like I've only seen the world from a nice, cushiony bubble. Now the bubble is popped, and I'm actually allowed to fail, to be hurt by things. I'll probably hate it, but that's kind of the whole point.
Well, I'm glad you've had a revelation, but that doesn't change the fact that the police are still chomping at the bit to arrest you.
Seriously? Arrest me? Great.
I told them we don't have sufficient evidence, but I think they just want somebody at this point. I'll hold them off the best I can, but until I can crack this case, prepare yourself for a surprise
That's
visit.
kind of you.
What am I supposed to do if they just show up at my door and handcuff me?
Well, don't do anything. Just cooperate. If you really didn't do anything to these people, you'll be just fine.
Hey, Penelope? Thanks.
You'd better not prove me wrong. Good luck with this whole normalcy thing. And remember to stay positive, okay?
Well, he's kind of lower on my suspects list now. I liked that attitude change. Is Evelyn in yet? No, we still have like an hour and a half. Okay. Let's see. Well, let's go to the bookshop and let's talk. Can we talk to him? No, we can't. All right, let's go find if Stacy is in yet. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's Collin anymore. We need to find the shelter. Can wait till Evelyn is home. I didn't want the phone. Not the phone. Let's set it for 6 when she gets home. And before we go, let's see if she's home. Oh. Candy. Key. Chapstick. Uh-oh. Nobody's home, but we have a key.
That doesn't work.
What? The key doesn't work?
That doesn't work.
That key is not for room 102? She's not answering. Does that mean she's there? Or not? Now, I wouldn't have thought to do this, but I did peek at the guide real quick. We're supposed to do this again to get her out. Fair warning. Loud noise. Alright, let's go. Oh, I hear my daughter. We looked at that. it's this.
Locked.
Ooh. Soap, hairbrush. Hey kid, thought you might like to have your 1 minute of fame be. Let's take that videotape. What's that all about? Saw this guitar in a pawn shop window and I had to get it for you. It reminds me when we used to play your favorite album so loud that the cop showed up at my place. Anyways, can't believe my woman is 16. Happy birthday, love. Darren. And the rest of the guys, they pitched in some cash too. Boyfriend, Darren? Okay, that's all we can look at, right? There's her guitar pick. Lock it. Anything else we can look at in here? Well... Okay. I think we could just... Well, we should turn off the alarm by... Oh, come on, out! Rotate! By leaving the apartment real quick. Bye. Okay. Let's go watch the videotape real quick. Hang on, let me double check. Ooh. Need to check to make sure my daughter's okay. Looks like everything's under control. What are we gonna watch? Do I have to hit the rewind button? News? News!
At 4 p.m. today, law enforcement announced that the 6 individuals suspected in yesterday's triple burglary and shooting have been apprehended and arrested. Between the hours of 10 and 11 p.m. last night, residents of North 33rd Street and adjoining neighborhoods called in multiple reports of the sounds of alarms and shattering glass from the nearby commercial strip. Officers were immediately dispatched to the scene and located a small group of hooded and masked individuals in the act of robbing 3 consecutive stores. World-class gems, shoes, and boots galore, and Carl's Corner Mart were the targets of a smash-and-grab style burglary, with the perpetrators now on the run. After refusing to yield to law enforcement, shots were fired from both sides, resulting in the injury of an officer. It was not long after that the 6 individuals were captured and brought into custody. The 6 are facing charges of burglary, destruction of property, theft, aggravated assault of an officer, and resisting arrest. At this time, it is unclear if Melanie DeSoto, a 17-year-old, will be tried as an adult. Due to the severity of the crimes, it is unlikely that the criminal justice system will grant her leniency because of her age. This is CGN News, Channel 7.
Melanie DeSoto? Well, that's Stacy.
No? And I don't know if it would necessarily show a picture unless they're over the age of 18. Let's go talk to her. Wait, I gotta get going though.
Stacy? Hello? Huh.
I can't save. I can't do anything. What? What?
Voice-changing device.
It's her!
Hey, what are you doing?
What?
You called in the ransom.
Fine! Yes! It was me! But you have to hear me out. I can explain.
Then explain right here and now. Did you kidnap those people?
No! I don't even know where they are.
Why should I believe you?
Because you don't have a choice. It's just the truth. I made all of this up. All of it. I can't make them magically appear.
Uh-huh. Since there's no proof, I'm going to assume that they'll be back up for sale as soon as I leave this room.
How? I'm already busted. The only way I was the one holding the cards with the cops was through my anonymity. I'd have no reason to hold people captive. None. All it would do is add to my jail time.
So then, what this comes down to is that you've been leading the police on this entire time.
You don't understand. I didn't have a choice.
Oh, so someone was holding a gun to your head while you read off of a card that said, "The longer it takes for you to get the money, the more fingers your captives will lose."
I didn't have a choice. I had to do something. I cannot go back.
Back to being Melanie DeSoto?
I don't even care how you know. All I need is for you to see things from my perspective.
Right now, what I see is someone low on money who saw an opportunity to capitalize on the suffering of others.
You have no idea how the world works. You with your perfect little middle-class upbringing. Biking around the neighborhood with your perfect little middle-class friends. Putting on pageants in school. Hanging Christmas lights in the winter. How dare you talk to me like you know why I did what I've done? Growing up, I couldn't go outside because I'd risk being hit by a stray bullet. If you've never been in a situation where you think you might get shot, don't even talk to me. You had opportunities. My role models were druggies and dropouts. The poor stay poor. And when you are stuck in that infinite cycle, you get desperate. I was only 17 when my friends convinced me to be a part of their plan. To break the cycle. To get money and get out. And that clearly didn't go as expected. So, on top of being poor, now I was marked. Permanently. The odds of getting a good job and pulling myself up by my bootstraps were now 0. The hope was gone. My life was over. I broke parole, changed my name, and started clean. Melanie DeSoto now lies at the bottom of the Chicago River. And Stacy Leith lives the life she always dreamed of. Sad, right? This life is the dream. It's better than I even imagined.
But why would you jeopardize all that?
I don't know. It was so stupid. So stupid. It was the desperation. I knew I didn't have enough money to finish my degree. And I knew if I didn't finish my degree, there I'd be. Caught right back up into the cycle.
What you did was pretty serious, but I can see why you did it. But I do need to let the police know that there is no ransom.
You can't, please. Please, it was a stupid mistake. If they look into my name and my past, it's over. My life is over.
Come forward yourself. Ooh, what do I do? I mean, justice needs to be served. I guess gonna make something up. Maybe I saw a kid at a payphone or something. Sorry, Stacy. They do need to know the truth. Truth is what sets you free.
Sorry, Stacy. They need to know the truth. Now, as far as I'm concerned, it was Stacy who called in, not Melanie.
Penelope, please.
We still have a second chance, though. What do we do? Is it right or wrong? Doesn't say.
I guess I can make something up. Maybe I saw a kid at a payphone or something.
I never thought I'd be saying this about my annoying, nosy neighbor, but you are incredible.
I don't like it.
You have no idea what this means. I will absolutely never do anything like
I
this
think
again.
you need to confess it, though.
Yeah, I'm the best. Now I have to go, but I'd better be seeing that voice modulator in the dumpster tomorrow.
Hey, that thing cost me $30.
Don't push your luck.
Yep, fine. Yep, into the dumpster. And Penelope, good luck. I know you can find them.
Okay, I need to save my game and get it going. But that is an awesome save point. Caught. Confessions. Number one, I guess? Alright. keep an eye out for the next video, you guys. I think the next one might be finale. Bye.